Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be analyzing the Rainbow Six patch 4.2. I just saw the information on Twitter that it was coming out, and first off, the site isn't loading correctly for me. There are just these non-existent pictures. The background is obviously Operation Skullrain, and as we scroll down, there are many things getting rebalanced. For example, there you can see the Twitch drone. It's faster in the light. The red light will be removed from the drone, so that it's not as easy to spot, and it makes less noise. So there, Twitch is a good example of an operator that is popular. Unique gadget, the shock drone is quite underwhelming. Yeah, I know that feel. The most notable change to Twitch is that you will now deploy a fully functional shock drone in preparation phase in place of a normal drone. This is very significant change. Preparation phase system, yep, now you can just destroy the cams before the round even starts. So like, you don't even have any cams as a defender anymore when the Twitch and the enemy team is doing it right. That's pretty good. So yeah, these changes will be made to the shock drone. In addition to these changes, the shock drone has been modified to the following ways: 30% faster, it creates less sound while moving, the red light on the model has been removed, and the range of the darts has been increased from 5 meters to 7 meters. Which is a pretty good change. And yeah, the next thing, I can only say how glad I'm about that. Finally, they nerfed Blackbeard. It was almost game-breaking what that idiot did. Oh, thank God they nerfed him. Let's count the shots, how many it'll take. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was not... Okay, now. 1, 2, 3. He changes it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 shots and it's down, that's nice. There are 2 things that we wanted to improve for Blackbeard, yeah. Maybe not make him as overpowered and give him a razor. Gameplay-wise, we would have observed that the usage of his mounted shield is too passive. Most players will just equip it at the beginning of the round and keep it till the end, or till they are. To rare death, yeah. Yeah, Ubisoft, too rare. Too rare. Balancing-wise, his pick ratio and win ratio have clearly shown that he is very powerful. I think you should replace that with overpowered. The following changes are meant to address these 2 points. Blackbeard now has 2 shields and can cycle through them with a queue system by equipping, unequipping. The HP of the shields have been reduced from... I never knew that it was 800 HP. What the hell? Who thought of that? Ubisoft. Okay, time to write an angry tweet. I can't deal with this. So yeah, after I wrote my angry tweet to Ubisoft, which I totally did, and Ubisoft will really notice that, it has been reduced to 150 HP. That's a little more shots than a player, I think. That's reasonable. Should have been like that in the first place. The shield's durability is displayed on the UI, as you can see in the bottom right corner there. One of the shields damaged. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't believe it's 4 shots, what the fuck. Next operator is Doc. I think... Ah yeah, he heals. He can overheal what? Ah, it decreases after time. Would have been really overpowered otherwise. Making, I don't know, maybe a Caveira that has like 800 HP. Caveira 800 HP just running around with a automatic shotgun and killing everyone. I think that sounds like a balanced operator. Am I right, Ubisoft? Balanced operator. I'm getting distracted again. So yeah, let's read the changes. Even though we've seen some great plays with it, most of the time Doc's stim pistol felt too situational. We wanted to give Doc a gadget that makes him more useful in more varied contexts. Giving his darts the ability to heal teammates means that he can have a much more versatile role in the more strategic situations. In the same way that Doc can revive himself from a down but not out stage, Doc will also be able to self-heal as well. Great, roaming Doc. Furthermore, he can now overheal. Shooting a dart at a fully healed teammate or himself will provide a boost up to of maximum 120 total HP points. Health points, not HP points. For a limited time, the heal is 40 HP per dart, so even practically injured teammates can be overhealed. This overheal is only temporary and will decrease 1 health point every 2 seconds back to 100 health points. Sounds reasonable. We believe that this change will be a clear upgrade to his visibility and will make him a more interesting pick for the defense. I'm definitely gonna play some more dog. And yeah, oh yeah, I can't wait to try this shit. Okay, let's play it again. Twitch is putting down a Claymore. A Claymore. A Claymore. Picking up the diffuser, and boom. I don't know who that was, but he got wrecked. It was Pulse. Okay, never mind. Wall hacks. Yeah, attackers Claymore. Some attackers can now use the Claymore mine, a deployable gadget to cover their backs while proceeding forward, flanking, or when in vulnerable positions like sniping or droning. Plant the Claymore, and once a defender crosses one of its 3 laser rays, it will explode in a front-facing directional pattern. Let's look at it again. Rip Pulse. Okay. Claymore distribution. We have given Claymores to attackers who mostly play support roles or who could benefit from having a way to watch their back. Thatcher loses stun grenades and gains a Claymore. Well, I can't really see why Thatcher would be like an operator. Well, he's support, but his gun is pretty good. Twitch loses stun grenades and gains Claymore. No one has flashbangs anymore. Yay! Glass loses breach charges and gains Claymore. I never used them as Glass anyway. Thermite loses stun grenades and breach charges, gains smoke grenades and Claymore. Since Thermite is probably the most support-oriented attacker right now, we believe smoke grenades will fit better with this playstyle than stun grenades. Well, I really like Thermite's rifle. I think it's a beast, and yeah, I use the breaching charges a lot. Well, can't really say I'm glad about that. I think they should have given Montaigne a change, like, I don't know, changes, I don't even know what gadget he has. I think he has a flash grenade or something. Change that one, and not Thermite. Thanks, Ubisoft. Yeah, next screen. I'm really surprised they added this, and I definitely did not see this coming. Boom. Impact grenades, the thing I hated most about Star Wars Battlefront. Impact grenades. Yeah, as you can see, you throw them, they explode. Boom. Defender, impact grenade. Select defenders now having access to the impact grenade. A grenade exploding on impact. You don't say, Ubisoft. Or after 1 second of throwing it. Perfect for close range firefights where things go south and it can be used open holes in the environment. Yeah. So, as you can see here, Rook is getting impact grenades. Oh well, MP5 plus armor plus impact grenade equals Terminator Rook. So yeah, impact grenade distribution. We have distributed impact grenades with 2 things in mind. Reducing the overall amount of nitro cells among defenders. I mean, it's basically the same thing now. I just threw my nitro cell and never used it as a trap. I just threw it and then boom, blew it up with my S7 notepad. Okay, where was I? And adding more active options to the defenders, who mostly use their unique abilities during preparation phase. Caveira loses nitro cell and gains impact grenades. Yeah, I think we could all see it coming that Caveira would lose her nitro cell because I don't even want to count how many times I've died to Caveira's nitro cell because she was too lazy to injure me. She just blew me up. Castle loses barbed wires and gains impact grenades. I think no one ever used barbed wires on Castle, so this is a good choice, I think. Smoke loses nitro cell and gains impact grenades. Well, Smoke was, gun-wise, he's pretty good. His gadget is really useful, so he could, well, I don't think it's enough at all. I think impact grenades, if they balance them right, it'll be good, but it's Ubisoft, so they'll probably do like 2 million damage or something, or have 800 HP. Not sure. Rook loses barbed wires and gains impact grenades. I always take the shield with Rook, so I might go with impact grenades. Another thing that surprised me, new attachments. Ubisoft is getting creative after about 1 year. Muzzle brake. This attachment diminishes first shot recoil, putting an emphasis on precision. So it's like I'll equip it with glass and maybe Blackbeard's one-shot rifle or Twitch's one-shot rifle, but it'll be useless otherwise. Yeah. Weapons, G63, Ash's weapons, MP7, Bandit, okay, Sniping Bandit confirmed. Basically like even the fucking P90, seriously, AK-12, I can see that. Commando, the IQ gun, FMG9, yeah, basically like almost every weapon, and the Frost weapon is displayed here with the heavy barrel. I know it very well from Battlefield. With this barrel attachment equipped, damage at a long distance doesn't decrease as much in trade-off for extra recoil. This means that there is less fall of damage, which will vary per weapon, but will be around 1 to 20% damage increase at long ranges. Sounds like Frost's shotgun. Sniping shotgun, before it was nerfed. Weapons this can be applied to. Okay, pistol, Mac-10. Mac 11 I meant, P90 again. Okay, sounds good. And general tweaks improvement. Valkyrie now has 3 black ice cameras down from 4. Well, I didn't think she needed enough, but okay. IQ and Montaigne will now be able to deploy and unequip their gadgets faster. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Weapons balancing. Twitch's weapon. Yeah, it does a little more damage if I read it correctly. Buck's charm. The main problem with identified with the charms was the damage it dealt. We want to bring it on par with Twitch's 417 and Blackbeard's SR21. Pre-patch it was 75 damage from 0 to 28 meters. After the patch it'll be 72 damage from 0 to 28 meters. Yeah. Fuse's LMG is also getting a buff. This MLG, yeah right. This LMG is getting its second buff since the launch of Rainbow Six Siege. It needs a buff, I never play with it. I usually just pick the AK because it's awesome. In the first change we made that recoil easier to control, since it is still less interesting than the AK-12 or the shield, we are giving the gun a damage upgrade. Yay! So it's close and long range encounters. Pre-patch 45 damage from 0 to 50 meters, 32 damage from... After patch 4.2 it will be 52 damage from 0 to 8 meters and 45 damage from 8 to 15 meters. 63 damage from 18 to 38 meters, yeah. Now the G63 is getting above. Maybe it won't overheat anymore and the barrel would stay the same direction as it should be. The big question with Ash, G63 or R4C. For most players the choice seemed pretty obvious. Yeah, the R4C deals more damage and the difference in the recoil isn't substantial enough to kick the G63. We have modified the G63's recoil so it is much more appealing compared to the R4C. It still deals less damage, but it should now give you a more interesting choice between the two. The recoil changes are done in 3 different ways. I'll still pick the R4C, probably, because the recoil isn't that hard and, anyway. The gun will rise at a slower rate, we decreased the rate by 25, 13% gamepad. We are lowering the maximum recoil limit, in other words, the recoil will not be as important upon reaching its maximum, 12% K and M, 6% gamepad. The first shot multiplier has been lowered. That means the first shot when shooting it will in any fire mode will make the gun jump less, 15% K and M, 12% gamepad. Rook and Doc's P90. Yeah, interesting. It's interesting that I'll change the P90 because I think I played one round with it, got pissed off because I didn't like the recoil, never touched it again and stayed with the MP5. Because it's a great gun. The way we tweaked the recoil when we nerfed the P90 was maybe a little much. The MP5 became an instant better choice. Yeah, right, Ubisoft, take notes. With these changes to recoil, we'd like to offer a better choice between the two. The MP5 will still be better at landing those headshots. The most important thing in Rainbow Six, as the recoil is easier to control, but now the P90 should be able to dish out lethal damage more quickly if you aim it for the body. So basically, if you're like rank 1 to 25, you'll use the P90 and rush B. The recoil changes in 5 different ways, I'm not gonna read that. Blackbeard's weapon. We feel like the recoil while having the gun shield on was a little too easy to control. Yeah. Nerf Blackbeard even more. I like what you're doing, Ubisoft. We are making it a little tougher to control when holding down a full automatic fire. This change to the recoil is done in 2 ways and only affects it when the gun shield is on. I wouldn't know any situation where the gun shield wouldn't be on, so congrats Ubisoft. It used to reduce the first shot multiplier, it will now make it slightly more important, 10% keyboard and mouse and gamepad. The speed at which the gun attained its maximum recoil was higher by 50% when bearing the gun shield. It's now set at 100%. It will reach its maximum recoil twice as fast compared to when the gun shield is not equipped. Frost's 9mm. I think that thing needed a buff. I'm just gonna quickly read that. 40 damage, 45 damage. So it's doing more damage now. And other improvements. Team killing. When a player is instantly a team killing, it can be a frustrating experience, yeah. It is, even on casual. The challenge we face is that accidental team kills happen. Yep. So finding the balance between intentional team kills and accidental is a delicate adjustment. We will be implementing the following changes, so hopefully we'll get the balance. Yeah, Ubisoft, hopefully you will. We have reduced the limit of team kills allowed in a match before getting auto-kicked from a match. Killing the hostage is now considered to be multiple team kills, like it should have been before. We have also noticed in our data that most intentional team kills will happen in the early stages of the match. The following changes are intended to address this. We have reduced the limit of team kills allowed in the early okay, that's a good change. Ubisoft, I'm proud. I'm proud to play a game that you made. Finally. Early team kills add up through the whole match and will not... Ubisoft, you're surprising. Ubisoft, you are thinking. In a future update we are going to no, please. In a future update we are going to implement an anti-bullying system. This will make... it's almost like fucking YouTube now. Okay, this will make... for some reason I have to imagine like Mute as a principal or something, maybe Blackbeard, because Blackbeard is still overpowered until the patch arrives. Just have to imagine teaching a kid a lesson that got suspended for blowing up another kid or the hostage with C4 and then saying him, no bullying, that's bad. Little Timmy, don't throw C4 at your playmates, please don't do that. That's not nice. Anti-bullying system, who thought of that, man? This will make it so that if a player team kills the same person multiple times, then they will be removed from the match. Yeah, little Timmy, don't shoot Caveira in the head because you wanted to pick her. Please don't do that. Am I reading this correctly? Hit registration. Oh, Ubisoft. We are aware that many players have been experiencing hit registration issues since the start of Season 3 and patch 4.1. This is a changing issue to tackle as they appear to be several factors that could influence issues with hit registration and replication. What each player sees experiences. Based on the reports from players, one of the issues related to high ping has been identified and fixed in 4.2. Players will sometimes connect to the wrong data center, which will result in high ping. Yeah, or the Russians always get in the Europe, so, well, they basically belong here. I'm not proud of Russians on my servers, so they might just get their own Russian server where they can be Russian, or the Spanish people will get their own Spanish server, because I don't want to get called puto another time because I stole someone's kill, which will result in hyping. The issue often results in a bad gaming experience and may sometimes be related to hit registration issues. We have dedicated team assignments to work on this issue and they are making it priority. Main bug fix is fixed. Various animation issues. Oh no, I want the Velociraptor legs back. Oh no, I miss them. On PC, the walk run sentence can be switched by pressing tab while holding Alt. Yeah. Okay. Light coming from outside the building will hinder the player looking outside from inside during game. Ubisoft. If you really fix this shit, then I'm proud. When a player spawns in a collision spot or stops walking in a collision spot, their aim will be reset to the center of the screen. Okay, did never see that. It is possible to shoot through a small gap between reinforced walls when they are deployed adjacent to each other, but the opposite side of... Aim reverts to initial position after the user tries to aim for another target. No idea. Blackbeard shield has an abnormal animation behavior when putting it down button outstage by Frost Trap. Never saw that one, because Blackbeard always just shoots under him and then, I don't know, transforms into Butane Shenka and then just rolls everyone over. I don't know, yeah, hope you enjoyed this little summary of what will be in update 4.2. I'm really excited for that one. That could really be a game changer because of these Claymores and impact grenades and Blackbeard not being like an overpowered shit anymore. Yeah, it sounds really good. If Ubisoft is going to implement the grenades right and the Claymores right, then this will be really good. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this otherwise. They fixed some bugs. Netcodes, they still fixing the netcode. The game is almost out for 1 year, but they are still fixing the netcode. Well, it's Ubisoft, so at least they are fixing it. Not like The Division, where nothing is happening anymore. At least I think so. I don't play that game. And yeah. Hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Discuss with me in the comments what you think about these claymores, impact grenades and shit, and the balances and buffs. And yeah, see you next video.